Jets, Jets. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Train of Thoughts. My name's Trey, and this is where I share my thoughts on the Winnipeg Jets. So the Jets come back home for a one-game homestand after it feels like they've been on the road forever. Don't worry, that will change soon. But they come home, take on the Stars in the first of home series because they'll be playing in Dallas on Thursday nights, and they take down the Stars 5-1 in impressive and dominating performance. So just kind of getting into it. The scoring recap: Nick Ehlers scored the first goal of the game after. I think it's important to note Patrik Laine scored a goal 13 seconds into the game, and that was called back due to offsides. And that's a key thing to note. I turned it on right after that, and the broadcast was saying, hey, how are the Jets going to respond to this? Because sometimes that kind of sucks the life out of you when you start strong. You get that goal, and then you have to kind of gear back up, starting at 0-0. But then there's on the flip side, sometimes when you score early, that fires the other team up. But Dallas, with all due respect to the Stars, and I'm definitely not a Stars fan, but with all due respect to them, they did not look fired up tonight, except for a few brief moments. But back to scoring recap. Nick Ehlers scored to make it 1-0. And then that's how we went into the second period. And then in the second period, the Jets erupted for 3 goals. Dallas got 1. But Kyle Connor scored to make it 2-0. Josh Morrissey scored a goal, which was he had to work for it, but a little bit of a gift. He threw it at the net, and it went off Stars defenseman, and goalie couldn't really do anything about it, and it trickled into the net. So 3-0 there. Then the Jets were on the power play. Patrik Laine commits undisciplined penalty, you could say. The Stars on I believe it was still 4-on-4 at that point, but the Stars scored a goal, which you could kind of I was starting to feel like, man, if the Jets lose this game because of the momentum swing here, that's really unfortunate. So I was honestly getting on Laine a little bit, and then what does he do? He scores a goal not long after that, which was his 18th career goal against Dallas in 16 games. So that guy likes to play the Stars. So 4-1, he definitely felt like the Jets had momentum. There's a nice fight in there where Nick Ehlers kind of initiated it, where Jamie Benn was kind of slashing him and stuff, and so he went after him, and they started going after each other, and then Adam Lowry had a nice tussle with they didn't get full on fighting mode, dropping the gloves and all that, but he got into a little bit of a fisticuff with Corey Perry, which I know he's not very popular in Winnipeg, so that's gonna endear Adam Lowry even more to the fan base. And then finally, Mark Scheifele scored to make it 5-1, and that's your final score. So some great things about the game. There may be some things that I missed. I hope I didn't miss any guys, but there's 5 guys that I have on the score sheet that have at least 2 points. Nick Ehlers had a goal and an assist, his 13th goal of the season, which leads the team. Kyle Connor had a goal and 2 assists. He has 11 goals on the year. He has 11 goals and 11 assists this year, so that's pretty nice balance right there. Josh Morrissey had 2 points. That goal that I mentioned. He also had another puck that he flipped at the net, and it got redirected by Scheifele and Kyle Connor to get the second goal of the game. So he did a great job of putting the puck on net, and that resulted in a couple goals tonight. Patrick Laine had a goal and an assist. And then Mark Scheifele had a goal and assist as well. So strong game there. Connor Hellebuck was solid as usual, stopping 27 out of the 28 shots that he faced. It didn't seem like there's a lot of high pressure opportunities or real danger opportunities. The Jets kind of took it to the Stars tonight. The score could have been a lot worse if it wasn't for the Stars goalie. I'm sorry that I'm spacing out on his name right now, but the Jets had a few breakaway opportunities. The Stars' usually stellar defense wasn't so stellar tonight. So I haven't heard any update on this, but I know Lucas Spiza went down towards the end of the game, and it's like, wow, another defenseman. So hopefully he's gonna be okay. But I haven't heard any update. I was looking on a couple websites and they hadn't posted anything yet. So hopefully he's okay. The Jets got out of the game pretty good on the injury front besides that. And then, as I mentioned, the Jets are playing the next game against Dallas in Dallas. So that's going to be interesting when they're playing 2 games in a row against these guys. Dallas is probably going to be fired up that, one, they want to atone for their performance. 2, they want to atone their performance against a division rival. And 3, they're going to be at home. So they're going to want to defend home ice. They're on a 4-game losing streak, you could say. I didn't know that's... They lost to Minnesota in overtime a couple nights ago, or shootout. So it's not, they have gotten some points, but after being on the roll that they were on, now they're cooling off a little bit. So they've been pretty streaky this year, starting off 1-7-1, going like 14-1-1, and now being on a 4-game losing streak. So or winless streak, you could say. So it would be interesting to see how they respond. But a great effort by the Jets tonight. As much as you could say Dallas was flat, the Jets did not come out flat. I know that was a concern with first game at home after being on a West Coast road trip. It can be hard to have the legs under you, and they looked awesome tonight. They took it to the Stars right away and didn't really ever give up. They even outshot the Stars, which the Jets don't outshoot teams very much. So that was kind of a nice little bonus to see. So, 28 games into the season, Jets are sitting 17-10-1, which is pretty fantastic for the adversity that they've faced. So hopefully they can keep it up. But what did you guys think of the game? What did you think about how they looked, the offensive production, just the aggressiveness? So I want to know your thoughts. And then besides that, if you like this video, please smash that like button. If you really liked it, please hit that subscribe button. And as always, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you again soon.